Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Reaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully looking after yourselves. And hopefully you had a good weekend so far. So today I've got the fusion going on and I kind of wanted to make a video to cover something what I'll be using this week. We've got the Ice Golem tournament going live in 21 hours while this is recording, and kind of wanted to share with you this team and this champion. This champion's a formal fusion champion and is massively underrated. And we're not talking about any other no champion than oella. Uh, if my pronunciation for oella is wrong, then it is what it is. In a day, that's just dyslexic life for you. I am working on learning names better, but either way, what she got going on in a kit? Let's take a look. Perfect for Ice Golem right away. This champion is perfect and is great in multiple areas: Curse City, Faction Wars, Hydra, any type of P versus E content. She's brilliant in. Even in Curse City against Soul Cross, I've used her, and Curse City boss itself, etc. So I will drop timestamps down below if you want to go ahead and skip this bit. Basically, as turn meter fill of 30 here, and then also places an increased resistance on a 2-turn on a 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty cool. And then she has a heal all allies by 30% of their max HP, so it is a weak version of the heal, but it does feel like a really big heal in all fairness. And then increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. So you go into the A2 into the A3 as a big change, and then only champion really I think that can put resistance on for like the whole fight pretty much. Especially if you're on another ally, another debuff extender, then you can pretty much keep it on for like the whole fight. And then she has a decreased speed on the A1, which is pretty doped. And then this is she's basically got a duo. The duo is the good really. And then she has a really cool passive of a continuous heal when an ally loses 15% of their max HP. So again, and then a battle of 75 resistance, which is on quite a high side. I think the highest right now, other than Lydia, is 80 in all battles. It's a shame it's not in all battles. That's my only disappointment. She has good base resistance of 50 already, and really good speed of 110, which is quite fairly standard, and then really high HP. Okay, so this is going to be the showcase of Team 1. Now, we're basically going to use the resistance aura for our attack. Now, I have a lot of resistance already, but the resistance aura is really cool and strong to use with our attack with this strategy. And then extra heals and stuff like that as well can generally work. So I don't think your attack generally needs to be in regeneration. As long as oella stays alive, you're pretty much fine. These Cernics can hurt, can do some damage for sure. So it's something we've got to be careful of. But basically, our attack should get all the traction from all them. We do get the 3% there on our attack with the freeze. I've got like over 500 resistance right now on our attack. So if we see anything land on him, it's basically the 3%. You can see there he loses quite a bit of HP. So the passive of oella kicks in quite nicely and then gets him back up pretty well. And then we're just waiting for all the champions to kind of just drop and our attack to work its magic. Unfortunately, Bromwell gets his revive off there, which is a bit of an interesting one. Does get a bit close, as you can see, but you know, we do need a little bit more HP on our attack. This is pretty much like nearly 99%, but it does get a little bit funny on the ways when it's a duo. So again, a bit more speed or a little bit more HP is the way to go there. And you can see actually like we're quite comfortable. Bit of a slow run, but you know, in the day, if you do this overnight, train a load of food up at the same time, you're basically killing 2 events with 1. And sometimes with fusions, with how hard they can be, especially this one's quite a tricky one, then you need to kind of just work on that side of things. So there we go. We go down pretty like so. And then Artak should come in with his abilities now. So again, resisting everything as possible. The resistance buff can help you there as well. And obviously the resistance aura as well is super dope. It's worth pointing as well, like we got no blessings or anything like that. So like a level 5 blessing would give you another 75 resistance. 60 resistance on your aura. So that's one thing you could take into consideration. We do get a decreased accuracy and critical damage here. That should be fine. That's definitely another 3% within this run. So we've had 3% right now. Like so. And we should come all the way through. We got some juice here as well, which we just got from the shop. Pineapple juice. Keep hydrated. And as you can see, 26,000 heal there on herself, which is pretty big. And then she's got the heal, continuous heal as well. She's actually in Stalwall sets just to help reduce her damage mitigation from the boss, especially from the AoEs. You can see here, this is where it gets pretty comfortable. We got moments of heal, we got regeneration, we got Ollie. You know, all this is pretty major stuff. Shouldn't really struggle at all. No 29,000 heal there. And you can see she's just absolute beast. So a really strong duo here. We do get heal reduction. That's definitely a 3% there. But the turn meter should keep us alive. Yeah, there are attacks regeneration kicking in there. So it's good to see the run with a couple of 3%, right? Because it kind of makes yourself then, is it worth building? And it is, for me, like, this is generally worth building. So it's going to turn into like a 5-minute run. Don't use Brimstone. Brimstone will, obviously Brimstone will make this faster, but Brimstone will also make the boss proc his passive. You also want to avoid Warmaster as well. So there we are, pretty solid team overall. So we're draining food, Ice Column 10, Aladin and Artak doing their thing together. Amazing duo. So let's go look at team 2, and then I'll show you like all the presets, etc., and the gear, etc. reason. Okay, so this is team 2. We got Ale, Kaima, Ghostborn, and Sia. So similar team. This is like the speed version, right? If you don't want to worry about doing the solo version, it's kind of hard to get a solid team together for Ice Golem, I kind of feel. So we do fly the wave through the waves quickly. Ice Golem 10 is quite tough to do teams. So yeah, we're kind of hoping that Sia dies here. Really, we want her to go down pretty quickly. That's why really like empowerment to Sia could be a threat against Ice Golem, in all fairness. And then we do get the 3% there on the boss again on Ulla. Kaimar's a bit tanky. You'll see that he'll stay up quite a while, but basically is you want him to kind of go down as fast as possible, really. Ulla's actually gonna go down there, which is fine. Our attack's strong enough to kind of do this now. So even like if you're struggling with like the resistance on Artak, you can just use Ulla's aura, right, to really help you with the stats needed for Artak to kind of do what he needs to do. And like again, Ice Golem 9 is really easy and really low on low stats. Do have a video on Artak already for Ice Golem 9. You guys can go check that out. But yeah, we can see here 1 minute 30 more or less. This is a bit on the slow tide because she got down. This would be faster as well if Kaima died a lot faster. But you can see 1 minute 45, not too shabby for Ice Golem 10. So again, quite a bit of big boy damage. We flew through the waves quite quickly. Let me show you the gear then needed for these waves. and then presets. So the presets here are we turn off the A3 on the first wave. The second wave, she's available with the resistance up, and then we let her do her thing. So in all fairness, it's probably worth turning this off here and then bring the resistance up here. So when we go up against a boss, we can put this on like herself just to get a bit more, because you can see that she's like 370 resistance really, but she hasn't got unshakable, so we could change it to unshakable as well. And then we got Kaimar. So Kaimar's just doing his thing. We turn off the seal of magic, then we leave it on. He's also in the shield set. Then Artak's just left to do his thing really, and then pretty much go through. Ghostborn is basically in here for the defense down and help with some of the damage waves and bring the increased attack extra buff for Seer. And then Seer is just here for the wave. So you can kind of see on my Seer, she got 46,000 HP. It's quite a high. And she is actually wearing a accuracy chest, so she's quite squishy, but not squishy enough to be killed by the boss straight away. Which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. So we can go through here. I'll show you Ola's gear and stuff like that. We'll start with Seer. Seer is not in Savage. I think Savage is a bit of a waste for this build. I only use her in this dungeon now. I don't really use her anywhere else. So again, we just want good speed, good critical damage, crit cat, and then we want the survivability to be low as possible, and then accuracy of 350 as well, just in case Nick puts his inkillable up and stuff like that. You can kind of see what we're going to go through here. Pretty standard. She used to be in Savage. These are the masteries. Flawless execution. Again, not probably the best masteries, but again, I just use it for the wave. So I don't think War Master is the way to go on her, because I don't use her against the bosses. And I don't even use her in Dragon no more either. Then we have Kaimar. Kaimar just basically needs a very fast shield set. So sorry, that's the wrong Kaimar. This is the shield set Kaimar. So we just want it to be the fastest, good accuracy really. That's about it. Again, low as possible. We want to try and drop this to about 40,000 so he dies pretty quickly. But as you can see, we're quite tanky, so probably a case of changing something up here. Maybe in some flat gloves if we can get some. But as you can see, we are running accuracy chest and banner, and we're still kind of a bit tanky. Eagle Eye there. Then we have Ghostborn. Ghostborn, really, if I'm being honest, is just in a leftover Savage set. So we've got Ham Smasher here, Cycle of Violence, etc. Probably not the best masteries in all fairness. And then it's just a straight through for attack, and then just build up for a little bit of damage. So create great gloves, etc. It's just basically leftover gear on that. So a little bit extra stats from the blessing for sure. Not needing accuracy, the defense down, AoE defense down doesn't need that, and we don't really need him for the heal reduction because we want him to go down against a boss. Then we're going to Artak, and we do Ola last because she is the champion we're showcasing. You would have seen this Artak build before because he can solo Ice Golem 10 quite unfairly, but you know, most people can't get the stats I've got. Thing is, worth pointing out, I got a little bit on Ice Golem. No, I don't have anything in Great All. So, you know, like if you're packing like 350 resistance here, and then you use a resistance aura without even using a resistance buff, you'll have enough resistance to do that, as long as you can get the HP, the speed. I'd say the speed you need like a minimum of like 260, 255, because you got Spirit Haste as well to kind of proc you the extra speed as well on the masteries, which we do have. So these are really good stats, and at some point I will probably just solo with him in fusions in future when I'm making a bit more consistent on that. These are the masteries we've got here. So again, key stuff going on. And then we have Ola here. So again, she was just in a build that I was in for Curse City, and I've just left her in a build. And then I'll go into probably the perfect masteries in a second. We'll use Raidbro for that. And as you can see, if you don't have Divine, just use Store Set. Store Set can be found in Dragon quite easily, and it's a really good set against Ice Golem just in general for like team building and reduce the damage, because he does hit really hard. So like damage mitigation really helps. That's why Duchess is like so OP with like slow teams. But the problem is, if you use Duchess, it will be slow because of the revives, etc. These are not the great masteries. For masteries, I'd probably actually go in for something like this. Let me go ahead and turn on the screen. Sorry, let me have a look. This one turn off. There we are. So for the masteries here, for the perfect masteries, I'm a bit of a tight bomb. I just don't want to reset the gems. My team works already, but I do want to make sure I give like the correct information and help you guys as much as possible with what masteries I would generally take, which would be the perfect masteries, right? So we got reduced damage here. So we got like the resurgent here, which will give us extra healing. We have Imperi to reduce the damage from this champion by 8% when it is attacked with a critical hit. In all fairness, you could probably change this one for this one. This will reduce your damage received by AoEs, so this will help a little bit more with Stonewall. And then you're gonna get extra turn meter here, or you can use. No, I would still stick with this one. So these would be the best masteries. You got Resurgent as well, just in case you lose too much HP to cleanse yourself. Gives you a 50% chance, delay death. To be honest, we're only taking this one to get the Retribution to give us the extra resistance. And there's probably some other questionable ones you could take. I would take Spirit Haste to increase your speed, Lasting Gifts to kind of have that feel, and then you want the extra healing masteries as well down here. And these are pretty strong masteries for Olaf. For this, again, don't want a War Master, right? Because War Master can proc the passive. So there we are, guys. Take her out your vault, get her booked up. She is a great champion to use. This is one case of many places where you can use her. Let me down in the comments if you want me to take her into Hydra and stuff like that. She is a really cool champion, and honestly, I think she's secretly is S tier in her own rights. I think she's a great champion. I just don't think we give her enough credit on and how we use her. I really like this champion, and is a solid champion for a lot of content. So if you've got any vaults, go take her out. A lot of utility there overall. And that's it from me today. Thank you for watching towards the end. I will see you guys tomorrow for another daily upload. So yeah, I've been grimreaper. See you next one. Peace.